Hello and welcome to Body Evolution. We are continuing our 90s Country Music Week with Man, I Feel Like a Woman. This workout is 3 rounds, 21 calories for men, 15 calories for women, bike, 15 bench press with a barbell, 9 devil press with 2 dumbbells, and you'll follow it with 3 minutes of rest. So with the pacing of this, I think that you'll actually get close to 1-to-1. It should take you between 3 and 4 minutes to finish a round, so that means that you'll rest almost as long as you work. With that in mind, you can up the intensity on the bike and try to push the pace. The thought process for when I did this was because I was confident in the movement following, meaning the bench press, I was happy going a little bit faster. The last time we did double presses, I believe it involved burpee box jumps or something of the like, and because of that, I slowed down across the rounds of the movement. Well, this one, I pushed it to 66 to 68 RPM and was able to maintain that for all 3 rounds. The bench press, I stayed consistent with 8-7 without ever feeling like I was struggling to get the weight over my chest. And then the 9 double presses, as many of you know, is not one of my movements. I'm terrible at these, and my goal was just to stay consistent and keep moving. And even for me, like keep moving is literally like throw them over your head, which again, double press, and then I brought them down, just kind of slow, came down to the ground, took a breath, got up, and then snapped. It's when I go to the ground is when I pause, because I don't want to pause for too long on the pop-up, because the pop-up, you want to take advantage of your hips. And for all those bench presses, using your hips is the best advice for the double press, because if you're trying to use your arms, it's not going to go well. So make sure that you know how to do double press appropriately and can use your hips, especially when considering weights. Scaling options, if you're at home, the bike, you're going to have to substitute it for something that takes about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Then the bench press, if you don't have weights, you could always use push-ups. And the double press would just be probably burpee to a step up or burpee with a jump. The class options, scale back the calories, scale back the weights. The big thing about the bench press and determining on what weight to use, you should be able to go 15 to 20 reps unbroken. Meaning if me figuratively is choosing 135 bench press, I'm going to be able to do that 15 to 20 reps unbroken. In the WOD, my suggestion is do 3 sets of 5 or do 8-7. The devil press, again, this one you should know from previous times of doing this. 9 double press is actually a very common number, it seems, with double press, so you should know what that's going to feel like. Be sure that you know how to use your hips to get the weights overhead. If you use your arms, it's going to really be a problem later in the workout. I think I've said the average time is going to be between 3 and 4 minutes, so it's almost 1-to-1 work to rest. So if you are choosing the weights right, you should be fine. And then also in class, please make sure that you have chosen right bench press weight, and also please be sure that you understand when you're starting to falter. If you're starting to falter, rack it. There's a lot of times when we do bench press in the class that makes me always think that we're not going to do this ever again, because people keep trapping themselves under the bench, which happens to the best of us, but there are people that do it consistently, and it just seems like they don't understand when they feel that fatigue setting in. When you feel that fatigue start to set in, just rack it and relax. Even sit up and try to get the blood flow moving. The accessory work is going to be side plank Powell raise. So what this means is we've done Powell raise a number of weeks in a row. I'm going to take a 5 or 10 pound weight, go into a side plank, and then go up with that dumbbell. Okay. Tempo goblet squats using a dumbbell or a kettlebell. We'll follow a tempo of 4 seconds down, and then bent over rows. Hinge at the waist, and bend over and do dumbbell rows. Don't touch the ground with those dumbbells. Okay, I think I covered everything. Hopefully I see you guys for Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Thanks.